Ah mais le truc c'est qu'il y a de The Boss, non? La grosse machine au milieu là, non? Je dirais c'est celle de The Phantom Pain là. On appelle la voix de The Boss. Si je crois que c'est ça.
That's an AI weapon. It's Pupa. It's fast, so be careful.
L'unité c'est au milieu, non? Ça non. Ouais, c'est ça. Wow. Ok. Aïe. PD. Ah, j'ai plus de balles, j'ai pas vu. Wow! Attends. Je suis censé faire quoi pour... Oh, putain, il m'a fait peur. Pas le temps de me soigner. Censé éviter ça. Génial. Génial, je suis mort. Allez. Largage. Récupération. J'ai plus le largage. C'est là. Ah ouais, mais ça met trop de temps, frère. C'est chaud. Il va me faire chier lui aussi, comme le tank là. Sauf que lui il est plus chaud, j'ai l'impression encore. Mais genre, pourquoi ça m'a touché là, j'ai détruit. comment on fait ça. La merde. Je suis mort. Allez. Je vais faire. Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire? C'est trop lent. C'est trop lent. Allez, on y est presque. Ah. Allez. Yes.
into the AI pod.
Faire quoi? Vite. Non.
Pupa's back up and running. Shut it down again.
Putain. Je savais pas. J'ai plus de largage. Oh merde. Au lieu de t'arrêter, putain, il me saoule. Cours, abruti. Allez, stop. Et ouais, voilà, putain. On casse les couilles. On va s'arrêter là. Allez. Yes. Ouh. Mon Dieu. Wow. Putain. Ouh. Quelle horreur. Quelle horreur. Oh, c'est quoi ça encore? Retire toutes les cartes mémoire.
Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want.
Pas compris ce qu'il faut faire. Je les enlève toutes. Vite. C'est bon? Est-ce qu'on a réussi? On va voir. Je crois que c'est bon. C'est joué à la dernière seconde. C'est joué à la dernière seconde. Attaque du coup. Ouais, mais c'est qu'il y a de The Boss, ça. Bah, je crois. Oh la vache, ce combat. Wow.
That was an unmanned weapon.
Puis le truc, ça s'est joué à la
I
dernière
made it
seconde.
myself.
Who are you?
I work here. Well, used to anyway.
Emmerich.
Name's Huey. And who might you be? You don't look like one of those mercenaries.
Me. I'm an entomologist.
A fighting entomologist?
Yeah, I specialize in butterflies. I'm here to catch Ulysses.
Ulysses? Huh. I didn't think they lived in Costa Rica. Morphos, maybe?
That's it. Need to get some before the Washington Treaty goes into effect.
Says here Morphos aren't covered under the treaty.
Must have slipped my mind.
You sure you're feeling all right?
Anyway, long story short, the butterfly got away. So how about it, Doc? Did you make that big butterfly too?
Yes. And no.
What was that thing? What are they doing here?
Something tells me you're no ordinary entomologist. The nukes were loaded on that machine. The project's entering its final phase.
Project?
That's right. The thermonuclear warheads they brought in, the bases scattered throughout Costa Rica, the mercenaries, the AI weapons, the research we were conducting here. It's all for this. We used this facility to develop unmanned weapons.
Unmanned?
Robots. The one you just fought was a Pupa. There's also a flying type called Chrysalis and a treaded type, the Cocoon.
On va voir l'un de nos prochains ennemis, je pense.
Motor control, target detection, tracking, attack, capture, and
C'est dommage qu'on
transport
affronte que des
functions are
machines
all
en boss.
controlled
J'aurais
by
bien
an
aimé des,
electronic
genre des
brain.
personnages et tout.
There's no need for a human
C'est un
pilot.
petit peu dommage qu'on affronte
They
que
can
des
only
machines.
follow
Bon,
simple commands, though.
après, les combats sont stylés, hein,
Why
mais
build them here?
ils sont chauds aussi.
For the CIA. They invited me here a year ago.
That's who that guy was.
The CIA's station chief for Central America. Goes by the name of Hot Coldman. Apparently he was some sort of hero back at the height of the Cold War. He's the one running the show. We called it the Peace Walker Project.
Les Peace
Peace Walker.
They're going to deploy a new type of nuclear weapon along the Caribbean coast of Latin America. A mobile, unmanned nuclear platform.
Unmanned nuclear platform.
A fail-deadly system that can automatically move into position and launch a retaliatory nuclear strike. It can move on its own, and stealth shields it from radar and satellite detection, drastically reducing the risk of it being destroyed in a preemptive strike.
And this is the new deterrent.
Supposed to be. The problem is the locomotion system. There's no dry season in the Caribbean. It rains all year round. The terrain is full of tropical rainforest. A lot of the time you can't even build a proper road. So I went back to where it all started.
What's that?
Legs. Walking power. A mobile launcher carrying a thermonuclear warhead even more powerful than the Soviet RDS-220s. That's Peace Walker.
Chico's Basilisco.
We did
Ouais,
the
c'est ça.
assembly and field testing here.
A walking nuke.
I sort of borrowed the original idea from behind the Iron Curtain.
The missing link between infantry and artillery. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. But they'd actually need to deploy dozens of them. Coldman needs funding for that. And to get it, he's planning a test, which will also
le
serve
mec
as
qui
a
était avec lui, c'était
demonstration
Coldman,
for
du
folks
coup.
back at Langley.
Wait, he's launching a nuke to prove that his perfect
Je
deterrent
connais pas le
works.
Coleman.
In his words, to prove that if someone attacks us, we will strike back. Put simply, nuclear deterrence is the idea of using nukes to keep nukes in check. If one side launches nuclear weapons, the other is sure to launch theirs in retaliation, which makes launching an act of suicide. In the end, neither side can use its nukes. It's thanks to this doctrine that the world's two superpowers have avoided all-out confrontation. Nuclear deterrence has brought us peace. At the very least, it's prevented another world war from breaking out. But the theory of nuclear deterrence exists only on paper. In reality, there's no guarantee that either side would follow through with retaliation. There's the chance that a preemptive strike could destroy all the missile bases, render them unable to retaliate. But the biggest flaw in the theory is that the decision to retaliate has to be made by human beings. Let me give you a real-world example. Let's say country X launches first against country Y. If the people in charge of Country Y are like you and me, they're not going to be able to retaliate, knowing that they're effectively ending all human life.
So then the weak link in nuclear deterrence theory is the uncertainty of retaliation.
Bingo. And that creates a loophole Country X can exploit to launch the first strike. Which is why we designed the system to be unmanned. With Peace Walker, retaliation is certain. It chooses the appropriate target and launches a retaliatory nuclear strike, every time, without needing human input to make the call. Launching a nuclear strike against Peace Walker is tantamount to pushing the launch button against yourself. It closes the loophole in nuclear deterrence theory, rendering our friends in Country X completely unable to launch. What Coleman is saying is that to achieve this goal, we need to demonstrate that retaliation will be carried out by a machine. He will launch his nuke. And then his version of deterrence will be
Voir avec ce
complete.
signe V.
And you believe him.
I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence.
Why?
My father worked on the Manhattan Project. He put his whole life into that research. And all it created was this illusion of peace called deterrence. And then I was born, unable to walk. I had no choice but to face up to the nukes. But if they do end up launching, it'll all have been for nothing. They've got to be stopped.
Where'd they take the warheads?
To a base near the border. The final test is 5 days from now.
Where's the base?
You're gonna stop them? It's kind of a hike. And besides, there's a surefire way to halt the project. You see, Peace Walker isn't quite finished yet.
What do you mean?
It's missing one last critical structural component. The AI. Its brain. The reptile pod, the electronic brain I was working on, can only follow commands like, go there, attack that. I guess you could compare it to the human cerebellum. But for nuclear deterrence to work, it must function in place of a human decision maker. It needs something to analyze the huge volumes of data coming in and select an appropriate target for retaliation. Hence, it needs the high-level decision-making ability of a cerebrum.
A mechanical cerebrum.
The hardware configuration is modeled on the human brain, similar to the pod I worked on, but its role is completely different.
Where's it being made?
A research lab to the north. An AI expert named Dr. Strangelove is developing it.
Ah,
Very
Dr.
hush-hush.
Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove.
Personnage important.
Strangelove was
je
recruited
la
from
connais
the
pas.
States too. In the field of AI, there's no one better, that's for sure. But man, what a basket case. She hates everybody. Go to the lab and destroy Peace Walker's
Je vais
cerebrum.
pas vous.
I'm
vous
pretty sure
spoil,
they
hein,
haven't finished the
qui
final
sait.
calibrations yet. I'll lend you my ID card. It'll get you through security at the lab. Oh, and one more thing.
What's this? A letter of recommendation?
Yeah, it's from me to Dr. Strangelove. Don't read it, okay?
Forcément. Vous avez déjà des petits indices.
So what will you do now?
I'm done with science. At this rate, I'm probably already halfway to hell anyway.
Not so fast. Why not join us? Our place is outer heaven. You'd fit right in.
Outer heaven?
Yeah,
I'm probably better suited to something like that than this paradise.
good. You get a free balloon trip for signing up. Enjoy it. You'll feel like a butterfly.
You're an agent, right? Who do you work for?
Me? I was a Cold War tool, same as you. Now I'm not so useful anymore, so they cut me loose. I don't answer to anyone. Call me Snake.
Snake. That name seems familiar somehow.
Death. Probably just deja vu.
See that there? Beyond the cloud forest? See those ruins?
Yeah.
That's where you'll find Dr. Strangelove's lab.
Ok. Eh ben allons-y. On va aller voir le Docteur Strangelove.
Snake, the doctor's safe here with us.
Huey,
Et du
how
coup,
are
il
you
nous a rejoint.
feeling?
Never better. This is quite the pad you've got here, boss. I'm impressed.
Call me Snake.
Whatever you say. Like it or not, everyone here calls you boss. By the way, if you're at all interested in improving your tech, by all means assign me to the R&D
Bah,
section.
c'est ce que j'allais faire, de
I'm
toute façon,
pretty
parce
sure
que
I'll
toi,
be
t'es
of some use.
t'es
Once
plus
we
utile en
have the
R&D, à mon
necessary
avis,
materials,
que les autres.
blueprints, we can start work on that bipedal mech.
I appreciate that, but are you sure you're okay with having your work used for war?
I'll be using it to keep past mistakes in check. If I can help thwart the Peace Walker project, I'm happy to do it.
Deterrence theory, Huey style, huh?
Anyway, if you need any intel on the enemy's weapons or electronic brains, contact me. I've been given my own frequency.
Sounds good to me, Doc. I'll do that.
Good. Whatever the means, you must put a stop to their plans. Hey, boss.
D'ailleurs,
Mind if we powwow for a
on va
sec?
faire une petite save après.
What now?
On sait jamais.
MSF brand rations.
Actually, that sounds... No. With all the men we have now, it may be time we started sending some of them to other countries.
You mean dispatching marks?
How else are we gonna keep feeding the crew we have?
I know. You're right.
Okay, to deploy troops, select outer ops from the mother base menu. If it goes really well, we might even get new recruits, weapon design specs, or leads on new missions. We can deploy any vehicles or large-scale weapons in our arsenal as well.
And if things
Bien ça.
don't go really well?
Yeah, we could lose men. I won't try and force you. You're the one calling the shots here, boss.
Ça, c'est sûr qu'on risque de perdre des hommes à les envoyer en mission. C'est le dilemme. Soit je les envoie en mission et puis bah du coup je les préserve, mais on n'aura plus beaucoup de trucs à récolter, quoi. Soit je les envoie et puis bah on a plus de trucs, mais on perd des hommes, quoi. Outer Ops, tu peux déployer des unités de mercenaires dans les zones de conflit requérant des services pour déployer tes troupes. Va dans le menu Outer Ops. Nice. Eh ben, on va recruter. Alors attends déjà. Toi on va te mettre en R&D. Nice. Outer Ops. Oui. En Outer Ops, tu peux envoyer des hommes sur des zones de conflit, participant au combat. La bataille se déroule à mesure que tu progresses en réussissant des missions Ops principales ou Ops bonus. Si tes hommes sont victorieux, ils gagnent de l'expérience et tu récupéreras plus de points de PI. Tu peux aussi gagner des récompenses et de nouvelles recrues sur les territoires auxquels tu viens en aide. Mais si tes hommes sont vaincus, ils risquent de revenir blessés ou de ne pas rentrer du tout. Les mechas ayant subi des dégâts peuvent être réparés en les retirant momentanément des unités de combat. Ok. Ceci termine notre détail ici. Détruire l'unité d'infanterie. Équipe alpha. Ils sont deux, du coup je vais en envoyer 3 pour être en supériorité numérique. Lancer attaque. Là ils sont 4. Bon, on peut pas les envoyer. Ah si. On va en envoyer 6 là au cas où. Voilà. Puis après ça on verra. On verra plus tard. C'est toujours en cours de développement, ça c'est bon. Les grenades fumies. La grenade électrique par contre, tout ça. On verra après. Parce qu'ici il y avait des choses aussi à améliorer. Lunettes de vision nocturne, ouais, ça je prends. Merde. Phase de haie donne accès au labo de Strangelove. Ça, on n'a plus assez. Bon bah voilà. Voyage jusqu'à la forêt de nuages. Dirige-toi vers le nord jusqu'au centre d'Heredia où le labo du Dr Strangelove est caché. Parmi les ruines, Maya. Est-ce qu'on a des petites missions? Attaque du blindé. Oh putain, un blindé. Neutralise le blindé ennemi, détruit le véhicule ou neutralise les soldats ennemis pour réussir la mission. C'est niveau 4, niveau 3. Hein. On l'a fait. Bien la tenter.
Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this one. Try and make it back in one piece.
On va la tenter. Bah du coup je vais laisser ces armes là. Je pense. Une mitrailleuse. Est-ce qu'elle est meilleure que l'autre ou pas? Ah oui, c'est celle qu'on a de toute façon. Ah non, pas du tout. Oh, attendez, C, E, A, B, B, C, c'est... Celle-là, elle est meilleure du coup. Je pense. Sonore. C'est vrai que ça, il faudra que je le prenne le pass. Hein. Il faudra que j'oublie le pass parce que si je veux rentrer dans le truc de Strangelove, il va me le falloir. Lui. Bon, là pour l'instant, on n'en a pas besoin. Cette mission. Il faudra pas l'oublier. Bon, on est bon. Vas-y, on la tente. On va la tenter. Après, je vais faire une petite pause de 10-15 minutes. Ok. Je pense que c'est un petit peu comme le premier. Ouais, c'est comme le premier temps qu'on a. C'est parti.
So cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold